Alright, what's up YouTube? We're back again. I have Ben here today to help me, and we're actually going to be doing the sequential indicators on the wing mirrors today. I'm not doing the induction kit as promised because we had a couple of issues with stuff being missing from the kit when it arrived and stuff like that, so I'm waiting on the stuff to be delivered. In the meantime, we're going to crack on with this, and the induction kit will be the next video, I promise. So with that being said, let's get into this.
So what we did here was tilted the actual glass itself inwards fully, so there's a gap so we can fit the trim tool in and clip off the clips attached to the glass shield at the back of the side mirror itself, so we don't chip or damage the actual glass and get it off easy enough.
Okay, so we have the mirror off. As you can see, there's these two big clips here. As Ben said, we just moved the mirror so it was out as far as it could be, so we could get one of our trim tools in to pop this off. That was fairly easy, and then you just have to be a bit brave to get this other one off in the far corner, because obviously it's tipped out like this, but you can kind of just coax it out and just feel yourself whether you think the mirror is going to break. I know that's probably not the most helpful information, but it's just a scary thing to do. You just have to kind of trust yourself that you're not going to break it. Then we had 4 screws we had to take out, 3 of which were T10s, and they were here. There was one there, there was one up here, there was one down here, and then the last one was also a T10, but it's a very long screw which is in the middle of this, and came out here, and just pull this out. Now what we have to do is we have to remove this front trim cover before we can actually get at the back of this. So there's clips at the bottom here and at the top in these little square holes, and I think there's a third one over here as well. So we have a small pick tool that we're going to use for this, and we're just going to try and get this off now, and then we should be able to get at the clips to remove the actual back cover, and then we'll have access to the inside. Okay, so there's 3 clips holding this back part on. We have elected to leave all of this connected up and just kind of let it hang, because I don't want to be messing around with the electrics. I just want to leave everything connected and try and do this without taking anything off. So to get this cover off, there is a clip here, a clip here, and a clip at the back here, which is kind of difficult to see. We've got a light, yes we have. Don't know what Ben can see there with the old camera. You see the clip just there, and we should just be able to get this off by hand in all fairness, so we're going to give that a go. I think this one just kind of pulls that way. Give it a bit of brute force and ignorance. Clip, 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 and we should be able to just lift this off. So you can see there, clip, 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 and that one just slides backwards if you give it a bit of brute force. Now, as you can see, we have access to our stock indicator. Now I believe we have a T10 screw here that we need to remove. So I'm going to remove this T10 bolt here and not drop it in the stones like we did with the other one and spend 3 years trying to find it.
We won't talk about that.
But we won't say not about that. Yeah, we've already removed the T10 from this socket here. So in theory, oh, I just said in theory again, sorry Lara. There's another actually there's multiple clips. See down inside there, there's multiple clips.
One clip there,
one here, one just there, and there's also another one down inside that tiny part there. So we're going to try and work these loose, and we should be able to lift this unit straight out. cool. So we have our new unit here, the new sequential unit. Obviously this is protected by this blue film. I'm just going to peel that off because it will get trapped behind the trim once we install it. So I'm just going to have to try not to scratch it. These are sequential, they're smoked, and you can find a link down in the description if you want to get your own set of these. Now this should just be literally drop it in, clip it on, plug it in and put everything back. So we're going to just place this in here now. Try not to trap any of the wiring anywhere in an awkward place. Now just make sure that these clips, this goes in behind the other clips and it should just pop in. As easy as that. Now we need to connect this back up, find a decent place for it to sit as well, so that just clips in. Try and snug this back into a crevice somewhere so it doesn't get trapped anywhere stupid, like so. And now we have to basically put everything back in reverse order of which we took it off. Now we will put our hood back on. So this clip goes in the back here. I'll probably try to get that one first. It seems like the most awkward one. Now, so long as this doesn't sit anywhere stupid, that slides in there. Now we just need to get our clips lined up on the top. Right, that's that one in on the side. Now we just need to, bit of brute force ignorance again, get these clips back on the top. And we have our hood reinstalled. Now, trim next. So, fish this back on. Kind of one awkward thing at a time. Get it in place. Okay, so we have the trim connected back on. Before we reinstall the really awkward stuff, I'm just going to check that the electrics and everything is actually working, that the indicator works, else it's going to be a hell of a job getting it all back off again if it doesn't.
Old. This is new.
That's it, now I have it, now I have it. Right, we have everything back together now. Getting the mirror back on is probably the hardest thing. The motor unit in the middle, the part that actually tilts the mirror, you just have to make sure that that's kind of orientated correctly so that the clips on the back of the mirror line up. There's 4 tabs on that circular motor in the middle, there's 4 tabs, and you can see the corresponding clips on the back of the mirror. You just have to make sure that that's lined up when you're pressing it in, and it literally just pops straight on. So now we're done with this side, all we have to do is do the exact same on the other side and we'll be done. So we're going to hit a time lapse in 3, 2, 1. Okay lads, that is it. Sequential indicators installed. I think they look so much better. It's not a bad way to spend, I think it was like between 30 and 40 quid. as I said before, links will be in the description for the indicators themselves and also the trim tool kit that we use to install them. I also really like the fact that they're much brighter in the daytime than the stock indicators. It's probably hard for the camera to pick it up right now, but Ben, I'll show you, vouch me here, aren't they so much brighter than
yeah, they're
the stock
way
ones?
better, way better.
They're so much clearer to see, and obviously with them being sequential, it's just such a better look. I love the sequential indicators on all the newer cars, and this car was like just before all of that stuff started coming out. So anyway, it gives us time to have fun and install the new things anyway, so it gives me another excuse to buy car parts, which is always nice. If this video did help you install your own set of indicators, then please drop us a like, it's always really appreciated. Also, don't forget to go down there, hit the subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell so you get notified the next time we upload, and I promise it will be the induction kit. Ben, isn't it here, but we can't do it?
It is here, but the supplier messed up.
The supplier messed up and didn't give me the turbo inlet pipe, so we're waiting on that, and as soon as that comes we will install it and then it'll be done, and enough said. I've also just ordered a set of coilovers for this and a front strut bar as well, so that's in the pipeline, so you don't want to go anywhere. Make sure you subscribe and we will see you in the next one.